YouTube family. Sorry, I've been away for a few weeks. I've been traveling. I'm in Vancouver, BC now, Canada, and it's a big journey. I'm going to talk a little bit about bringing your spouse to your parents, a second marriage. It's a multicultural marriage. He's from Brazil. I'm from Canada. He's from Rio de Janeiro. Let's go to the cities. He's from Rio de Janeiro. I'm from Vancouver. We're from very different backgrounds, cultures, races, everything. So bringing him to Vancouver, this has been huge. It's been huge. And every day it's been so full of introducing him to who I am. Now, my name is Lianna Walden, and I'm a sexual energy healer and a relationship specialist. And I talk a lot about relationships. I talk about sexuality. I talk about sexuality outside the box. Got a lot of videos about those topics around various topics around sexuality. So please check out my videos if you're interested in threesomes or swinging or bisexuality, opening up your relationship with your partner, sexually exploring. And my first relationship was really focused on this exploration, this opening, this opening of not just the relationship, but opening of each of us as individuals. My second relationship is very different. I've done a lot of exploration. I've done a lot of sexual exploration, and I will do more. But, when you are starting out in a relationship, you want to create a base, and I'm coming from a lot of experience, coming with a partner who has less experience than I do. So we are building that base, and really right now I'm not interested in anybody else. I just want to build a base with him and have a security there. But on top of it all, my partner is from Brazil. He's from Rio de Janeiro. He's a black man. He was born in the favelas, and it's just a whole completely different scenario than myself. So coming to Vancouver, it's the first time he's ever been here. It's the first time he's been out of the country of Brazil. So it's a huge event for him, and it's a huge event for me as well. I'm showing somebody a whole new world, literally. It's like a different planet. When you go traveling and you go into a city and it's just mind-blowing around every corner, because there's so many cultures, there's so much diversity in this world that it's so crucial to do some of this travel, to drop yourself into places that are very different than you've ever been before. So to expand your mind, to expand your perspective, to see how other people live their lives. Some people live their lives completely opposite to the way that you live your life. And it's okay, right? So we learn about backing away from this judgment aspect that we hold on to, when we're stuck in our own little society. So he's here with me in Vancouver. We're staying with my parents. They're an elderly couple, and wanted to be with them. The whole point was to come here to spend time with them, but also to bring him to see a whole new culture. So the two of us are going through a really interesting journey. Like for me, this is my soul. This is my home. This is my place. Vancouver, BC, Canada is my soul. Okay, I have lived here for many, many years. I've had a lot of experiences here. I had my 23-year relationship here. My kids were born here. I have a lot of friends and family and acquaintances, and I've done a lot of different kinds of businesses here. I've worked with a lot of people. I've worked with a lot of people in coaching here around sexuality. I've spoken about sex a lot. I've done workshops. I mean, this is a big city for me, okay? Big city energetically. For him, it's going from ground zero. So it's been a full 2 weeks for the two of us. And I think for him, it's been mind-blowing, coming from Rio de Janeiro. Very different culture, very different language, very different food, very different way of living, very different things that you do with your entertainment and your free time, everything, right? So it's really mind-blowing for him, and I'm watching him shift and transform every day. I'm also watching myself. I'm learning about this city from a new perspective. And because of COVID and because of COVID, the city's changed a lot. So I am in a new city, but I'm in still the same city of my soul. So it's been a really, really amazing journey. And on top of it being the amazing journey, we are in a relationship of 4 years now, multicultural relationship, cross-cultural relationship. And so, we're always learning and teaching each other new things about, what is it to be a Canadian, and what do we do here? What do I do as a Vancouverite? Who am I? What's my life? How is my life moved? And what can you learn from this? He has enjoyed it so much that he doesn't want to go back to Brazil. And I think the highlight, which I worked up to over a 2-week period, going to different beaches, going to different places in the city, meeting different people, I finally took him to Wreck Beach. Okay, Wreck Beach. Wreck Beach is an icon in Vancouver. It is a clothing optional beach. And it's not just a beach, though. It's a spiritual location. It's called the Pacific Spirit Park, located within the Pacific Spirit Park, on the edge of the University of British Columbia. And this particular park is completely clothing optional. I can't tell you the exact history of the details of Wreck Beach yet, but it's a First Nations spiritual location. So you can feel that energy. There's a lot of old growth forest, trees, just beautiful, quiet, serene, contemplative locations within this place. And you can walk around completely naked. All right. So for him, that was crazy. That was wild. That was like way out there. For me, I've done it for many years. The first time was scary. The first time was it was scary, to show your body, to be so vulnerable, to be in the forest, because I'll just explain a little bit about Wreck Beach. It's this coastline around the edge of the University of British Columbia, which sits on the top of the hill. So all along the coast is the Pacific Spirit Park. And there are 7 staircases going down to this beach. The main staircase is staircase 6. That takes you, boom, right to the main beach. The main beach is glorious and beautiful, and that's where you head to swim, to sunbathe, to see nude people. You can get nude. There's food there. There's various drugs moving around at times. There's massage. There's people are very warm and welcoming and open, and it's a really beautiful atmosphere. There's drumming, there's music. If you go down any of the other staircases, you will go into the forest, and then you can go to more remote beach areas, or you can walk along the forest trails nude and make your way to the main beach, which I love to do, because what could be more freeing than be completely nude and walking down a forest path with not many people, just deep in the forest, experiencing the forest as it changes, as the tree changes, as there's different things to see and smell, and you can go near the water, and it takes you up into the trees a little bit. It is magical. So you have to go along a long staircase. I think there's 200 steps to get into the Pacific Spirit Park. And then you spend your time there, hours. I highly recommend a sunset. It's oh my God, so spectacular. So you watch the sunset, long, slow sunsets in Vancouver. They just take you into another dimension. Sunset ends, and then you have to walk up the 200 stairs, okay? So it's like you go through this kind of experience, this, if you've never been nude before in front of other people, that's an experience, that's an eye-opener, you know, it's a freedom releaser. And then you make your way up the stairs, which then, you know, it's like you might be quite tired by then, but you're like, okay, I've got to get up, I've got to go up the stairs. And so you get your energy going and you make your way up to the top of the stairs, and your energy is busting and boosting and going. You get to the top and you're like, yeah! And you feel so alive. So alive. I wanted to share this. I talked about like mixed marriage first of all, but that's part of, you know, like I really like to go into learning about new cultures and new people, and I'm really attracted to that. So that's my exploration. But then going on different kinds of explorations that are part of me, so he can learn about me. I'm very comfortable walking around in the nude. What can I say? Like, I've done it for many years in Wreck Beach. I've gone down and taken a number of people down there for the experience, to open them up, to just open them up to their bodies, to love their bodies, to love who they are. And I wanted him to experience that, and he was scared, but he absolutely loved it. Okay, he loved it, and we had an incredible, amazing, awesome time. So I highly recommend that. If you're a couple, you come to Vancouver, go to Wreck Beach, okay? And dive into your partner. Who are they? What do they offer? What is unique about their life, their culture, their world? Learn about it. Open to it. This is the magic. This is where we create these new relationships, bonding people from other parts of the world together to create more love in the world, right? Create more love in the world. Thank you for being here today. I love you so much. Much love making.